anterior knee OIMA, or oscillating isometric muscle action in knee flexion. So I've got this obviously set up with a stretch strap hanging off the end of a barbell, the kettlebell. Really, really simple setup if you do not have a reverse hyper. If you have a reverse hyper, you could obviously do this on a reverse hyper. If you don't have this, you can actually just attach the band to post and then have a weight sort of halfway down the band. If that's the case with you, let me know. I'll explain that in a bit more detail. But if you've got the reverse hyper, we go with this. If you don't have a reverse hyper but you can do this, then we go with this. So what we're going to do is we're going to get up into about 90 degrees of knee flexion, and we're just going to hold this nice and still as this weight then oscillates. So a couple of things. I've got this bench here because what I actually really like to do is I don't want to have to rely on my hip flexors to actually hold my leg up here, so I can actually focus on getting the front of my knee stuff. For me, I'm probably focusing on sort of the patella stuff through the knee for this exercise. The reason I have this bench is I can come up here and I can actually get my arm underneath my leg, have my leg rest on it. So now I can just focus on doing this exercise. So I'm just gonna get a bit of a swing, get this going a bit, and then hold nice and still. And the objective is to keep this perfectly still. I'll feel the tissue along the front of my knee here stiffening to absorb that force. So you've got a couple of options to get it going. You can obviously get the whole leg moving, get a couple of, and then hold nice and still. You can just bend through the knee if you want, get some that way. This is how I like to do it. You may prefer doing it upright, but you will actually feel this through your hip flexor here as well. So if that's what you want to do, you can. But for me, I generally want to make sure that I'm focusing on the specific tissue I'm doing this for. For most people, it will be right on the front of the knee, patella tendon sort of area. Doing it like this and holding my leg up allows me to then focus on that. I can also just get this going with my other arm and hold still. And you're done. You can play with different knee angles if you like. I preferred this 90 degrees. So that's it. Once again, the objective of this, keep everything super still. As the weight, the resistance gets put into here, we want to feel that stretch stiffening of the tissue along the front of that knee, holding the leg still. Enjoy.